due to the dire economic situation there. The Confederation of Zimbabwe's Industries says the majority of businesses here are left with less than a month's supply of foreign-sourced raw materials. It could shut down if the country's foreign currency shortages are not addressed urgently. Ndundu Sitole and Efrat Mosekiwa compiled this report for us.
Most companies have not reopened for the new year. Many are failing to acquire foreign currency for their operations.
We are having a bad start. As they say, a good start makes a good ending. So if we continue with this bad start, it will affect the remainder of the year.
Confederation of Zimbabwe Industries says the situation is critical.
We've got RTGS balances in our bank accounts, but we can't go and procure raw materials. So to that extent, some of our members closed in November, some closed in December, and they are yet to open because they've really yet to buy to be able to access raw materials. Where allocations were coming from RBZ for those priority products, the allocations have also not been made since the last quarter. If we're getting anything, we're getting only as much as 15%. So the state of industry right now is dire.
It gets worse. The fuel crisis, which has worsened in the new year, has had a devastating impact on an already fragile economy. Delay by government in addressing the chaotic pricing system has aggravated the crisis.
We have graduated from the cry of yesteryears when we used to talk about policy consistency. Now I think it's also to do with policy diagnosis. The problem is solved. But since 1 October, when the separation of the FCA Nostro and the FCRTGS was introduced, I think it's seen a lot of distortions in the market. There's a lot of pandemonium regarding what could be driving this. I think it's seen inflation. The real inflation in the country, obviously, we see it beyond 80%, but officially we are seeking it around 31%. And that on its own possibly is what is eroding the market confidence.
The health sector is also in crisis. This week, doctors ended a 40-day strike for better pay and conditions, which crippled public hospitals. The union has warned that members may not report for work daily due to acute fuel shortages. However, economists still believe all hope is not lost and a solution is closer than might appear.
Obviously, it's quite a manageable situation. We certainly can't say it's an Armageddon. It can be, but maybe what needs to be done possibly is to try to stop on their tracks the avalanches of challenges we are having. Because what we are having at the moment are the market distortions, especially to do with subsidies, which are not sustainable.
Others feel government's interventions are worsening the situation.
The government is interfering too much in just about everything. So why doesn't the government let this economy run on a free market basis? The business community, the market fundamentals, they can manage themselves. All they need to do is to put the policy instruments right. And I do not believe that the idea behind interference and intervention is right.
President Emmerson Mnangagwa has continuously called on Zimbabweans to be patient. If government fails to act decisively with the fuel crisis, that patience could very quickly run out. Ndundu Sitole, SABC News.